So I'm back in my postdoctoral days in Cambridge, but it actually doesn't get this cold usually. I came for a conference commemorating my late professor Horace Barlow, who was a really brilliant man and who taught me many things. And it's really great to be back in this city. But it's really cold. It's -7 Celsius degrees, and but it's always great to be back in Cambridge because it reminds me of my long-term commitment to solve the mind-brain problem. Not that it is specific to this academic town, but because during my stay in Cambridge, I actually wrote Korea on the Brain, which was published in 1997 in Japanese, I'm sorry, and I'm translating it into English. A long due thing to do. Anyway, and I think walking in the streets of Cambridge, I really came to grips with the fundamental aspects of consciousness. And well, I can't say that I came any near to solving the problem, but I did do my best to understand the foundations of consciousness in the city. So and I have been thinking about consciousness ever since, but I haven't been able to solve it. It'll be really a nasty thing to believe that you have solved the mind-brain problem, because most of the time you're wrong. But anyway, so this area is very familiar to me because I used to have a lodge in Newnham in that direction, and this is actually the first scene that I was exposed to when I came here as a young student, and it brings in me all these wonderful memories. And Horace Barlow was at the center of these memories, so I'm really glad to have come back to Cambridge. And I hope I can make some really miniature contribution to the problem of how Korea arises from neural activities in the brain. But anyway, for the time being, I'm really freezingly cold. So this is the tennis court road, and this is where I used to stay during my postdoc days in Cambridge, and that is the gate that I used to go through. And so I'm going to the physiological laboratory for the conference commemorating Horace Barlow's life and research, and the man would take place, and it's -7 degrees, and so my empty hands are so cold. But so this is the only side, and brings up memories. It's really nice to be here again. We can go this way. This is the downing side, and Horace Barlow Laboratory used to be situated in one of these buildings, and I don't think this was the one. But when you come to a certain place, what these memories come back to you? The same buildings here. Basically, it's the same building. That would be, that actually is a building where the Horace Barlow Laboratory used to be situated. That building over there. And I think the lab was on the second floor, was it? Towards the left. And it's exactly the same as before. Yeah. It's called Craig Marshall Building. It's exactly the same. Oh, it's cold. Craig Marshall Building. This is where the Horace Barlow Laboratory used to be situated. And now I'm coming through to the physiological laboratory, and there are some plaques here. Michael Foster, Bob Edwards, and Andre Huxley, and Edgar St. Adrian. All these people. And that is a physical laboratory. Okay, here we go. So this is an old physiological laboratory. So this is a road to the Eagle Pub, and this is where the Cavendish laboratory, I think, was used to be located, and this is where Francis Crick and James Watson discovered the double helical structure of DNA, and they probably used to walk along this path, and you know, it's cold. And this is actually where the electron was discovered. Cavendish laboratory. So this is where the Cavendish laboratory was used to be located, and this is where the double helical structure of DNA was discovered. Wow, wonderful history in Cambridge. So this is the Eagle Pub, the famous double helix related pub. I used to come here when I was doing postdoc here. Always very popular, very busy. There you go. Coming, walking in front of the King's College, and I used to go to the King's College chapel and listen to wonderful music. I once listened to Handel's Messiah. They have really wonderful acoustic condition, I think, and it's quite wonderful stuff. So this is a Heffer's bookshop, and I used to come here quite often. Wonderful collection of academic books and so on. And this is the great gate of the Trinity College, where Horace Barlow used to be my old mentor. And this is where, of course, Isaac Newton used to be, and that is said to be the descendant of the Newton's apple. Quite wonderful.
For dinner in Hall, just in time to skip breakfast. And so tonight, so will be. So, good conversation, as that was very keen to encourage at Trinity. Pleased to give a round of applause to thank the staff who served.
Video he showed at the beginning.
That's maybe, yeah, I think that's probably fair.
So this has been a dinner commemorating Horace Barlow. Very wonderful. So this has been a really wonderful dinner commemorating Horace in Trinity. Great coat. It's dark, but my heart is bright and warm. Thank you, Horace. So yeah, yesterday I was Horace Barlow's memorial dinner at Trinity College, and it was really wonderful. And you know, it made me aware of all these great scientific issues, including the mind-brain problem, but not limited to it. You know, of course, you know, we are all living entities, and Darwin's theory of evolution has accounted for the really salient fact that there are so many species on this earth, and there are people doing something there. I don't know how to, breaking the ice. Maybe they are fishing something. Anyway, we are one of the biological species on this earth, and it's great to be here. And you know, the wonder of being alive is tightly coupled with the wonder of being conscious, and you know, I really hope to, you know, understand even a tiny bit of this mystery of the great mystery of life and consciousness and existence, and the fact that the world exists at all. So anyway, I wonder what these people are doing. I think they are breaking ice, and I do hope to break the ice of the mystery of consciousness and existence. Wonderful Cambridge. So I'm in the Grantchester Meadow, owned by King's College, and this is where Alan Turing and others used to walk in the summer, basically, I think. And this is middle of the winter, and during the time I was here, I never seen such a lot of snow. So and the river cam is freezing, and it's quite amazing, and the dog is running, and everybody's happy, I think. And so this is where the Cambridge intellectuals would have taken walks, and solitarily. I think that sometimes they would have walked together and discussed things from computation to consciousness and politics and culture, life and what's not. And it's quite interesting to for me to be walking in this Grandchester meadow in the middle of winter when the river Cam is freezing, and thinking about things, including consciousness, but not limited to it. And all my memory systems would be very busy sorting things out and making links between dots, and hopefully I would have an aha moment, but most likely I wouldn't have any, and I would be just feeling freezing. It's really freezing. Anyway, it's always really great to be back here in the Grandchester Meadow, and it's one of the things in life that gives you immense pleasure. So this is the Orchard Tea Garden, and in summer there will be many people coming here and enjoying tea and scone with clotted cream. But now in the middle of winter, especially when we have such a lot of amount of snow, there are no people inside. This is an orchard, and these are apple trees, and when the season is right, you can see flowers and fruit, and occasionally some bees. They come to enjoy the clotted cream, which can be a nuisance, but this is in the middle of nature, so it's great. This is in Grandchester, Cambridgeshire, next to the city of Cambridge. Really great place where the likes of Ludwig Wittgenstein, Bertrand Russell, and Virginia Woolf used to come. And here's a plaque commemorating their memory. What a legacy! All these wonderful people. Well, because of the frost, you can see many of them